we're putting out a clean and respected athletic event, as clean as any athletic event in the world.
The testing is very specific. We are doing everything possible to make sure that racing is a clean sport in Pennsylvania. That is why we're here. The welfare of the horse is put first. Every one of my staff is dedicated to that mission.
All of the winners of races here at Penn National go to the test barn. We select 3 second-place horses at random, and we select 3 special horses randomly before the day begins to have their urine and blood tested for any untoward agents. It assures us and assures the public there was nothing in the horse's system that could enhance its performance. All of our samples are sent to our state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line laboratory in Westchester.
Those samples arrive at the laboratory, then those containers are opened by my staff, and then the real testing can begin. I'm a University of Pennsylvania employee, and I am contracted by the Department of Agriculture Racing Commission.
In addition to Dr. Robinson, most of her staff are also employed by the widely acclaimed New Bolton Center, part of the University of Pennsylvania's School of Veterinary Medicine. These world-class scientists will test tens of thousands of samples each year. The results underscore the fact that horse racing in Pennsylvania is a remarkably clean sport.
Out of the 35,000 samples that we test on a yearly basis, only about 0.4% of those have a finding. So that means that 99.6% of everything that we're testing comes out negative. And then about 95% of that 0.4% are therapeutic medications. We're able to detect extremely small concentrations of substances. It is extremely precise. We were able to replace half of our instrumentation in 2015 due to funding that was provided by the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture Racing Commission. We can detect a single grain of salt dissolved in an Olympic-sized swimming pool with the new instrumentation that we obtained in 2015. The equipment is top-notch, and our people are top-notch. This is the instrument that can detect a single grain of table salt dissolved in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It's amazing. It's allowed us to look for substances at a much lower concentration than we've ever been able to do before. Behind me is Dr. Fuyu Guan. He's our most senior chemist. He is the person who developed the very first method to detect human erythropoietin in horses. And that is one of the classic blood doping agents. It's shorthand, it's called EPO. Dr. Yuan Yu is our analytical research and forensics coordinator. So he is the one who's overseeing all of our new method development. He's trying to develop new methods that will be able to analyze samples for even more drugs at even lower concentrations. We are always trying to improve what we are currently doing, and we've been very fortunate in the state of Pennsylvania to be very strongly supported in our research efforts by the Commonwealth. The money that goes into research is essential for us to be able to continue to improve our testing capabilities. Racing is a very clean sport in general. I think something that is not really well understood or well known by the general public is that our testing program is actually a lot more extensive than the human drug testing programs. We do that because these horses can't talk for themselves. They can't speak for themselves. And so it is up to us to ensure their welfare and to try and make sure that the testing program we're using is going to promote their welfare above all else. Of course, integrity is important too, so it's got to be about both. We want to promote the welfare of the horse as well as the integrity of the sport.
In association with Keystone Films, this has been a production of the Pennsylvania HBPA.